Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at the euro currency again. So on the daily chart and the short term, it's not much to discuss, especially on the technical side, because everything we mostly said on Thursday, Friday, when the statement from the Jerome Powell has crushed in bullish hopes, at least in the short term, pushing all dollar rivals to the downside. So actually, market has got the double impact in this week. So first from Jerome Powell, who just ignored any rally on interest rates and actually light the green to possible further appreciation of the United States dollar and rising on interest rates. And second impact from the positive non-farm payrolls release that have confirmed that interest rates are rising not just occasionally. It's not just a speculative games or just retracement or something that sort. They just reflect, indeed they reflect the changing of the economy sentiment. This economy turns to the growth, so-called reflation, and it's widely reflected not only in the interest rates but in the sentiment and the statistics that we have non-farm payrolls with, by the way, in the results of the auctions on the interest rate bonds. United States Treasuries have considered results of the auctions stands really poor, as Fed sets the buyer barrier of the interest rates that are ready to sell the new issues of the bonds, while the market demands the high interest rates, and that's why the demand stands really relatively low compared to the previous periods. So that result of these measures you can see on the chart. So the euro currency is dropping. So in the longer term, the fundamental background right now is like the boiling pot. So volatility should increase, and actually it makes probable even most unbelievable scenarios, because a lot of uncertainty stands within the 2 or 3 weeks probably. So you know that we will get the European Central Bank meeting next week, which we think that probably will be anemic, because they actually could do nothing. So they can't start increase the interest rates because no necessity by far, but they can't cut any time anymore reasonably. And well, as the Brussels bureaucrats are very slow to make any decision, and especially on the decisions in time, we suggest that will be some anemic statement that could really press on the euro currency, as the bureaucrats are too greedy to give more money to the people, providing more stimulus. And I think that it will be a negative statement for the euro. But what concerning the Fed statement, this meeting that will be on the 16th and 17th of March, that could be really very important moment for the whole markets. So, but that's a bit longer term perspective. So you could read in the report if you would like to, that we have posted today. For the shorter term, we first of all will keep an eye on this level. So actually, guys, this is very strong support. Euro should reach in the beginning of the next week. This is weekly confluence. On the daily chart, you could see just one level, it's 1887, but in fact, this is a confluence on the weekly chart. Market will be oversold here, as on the weekly, as on the daily, and that will be agreement with the ABCD. So that's definitely not the point where we would like to sell, and we will be searching chances to take the long position, as some response here has to happen, especially because it's still 2 weeks till the Fed statement, and market easily could complete this pullback until the Fed starts, until the Fed meeting will start. So it means that in the beginning of the week we are searching bullish moments, bullish patterns on the intraday charts once the OP will be reached. It's around 1850 area. The tricky moment stands with the dollar index, because if we'll take a look at the dollar index, you could see that actually market already has completed this ABCD, and it already stands at the resistance. But still, and it stands at the overbought, by the way. So, but anyway, market could spend some time here that makes that little time for euro to complete the target, as 50 pips for euro, it's not really a big distance, and they probably will catch up with the dollar index on Monday and Tuesday probably. Then we also here would like to see some pullback here. At the same time, guys, we keep mind open for worse scenario. You could see it here as definite acceleration. On euro currency, you also could see acceleration. We have the weekly divergence and potential shape on the weekly chart of the head and shoulders that could push euro back to the 116 area. Well, in the case if Fed also will not tell anything on March, that could become the reality. Because, well, it's probable, since it's just will be very short time between the current statement that Jerome Powell made recently and the statement within the 2 weeks. It will be a bit, well, windy to Fed to change opinion within the 2-3 weeks. So probably it's also, this scenario also exists. That's why we're keep open mind for this scenario as well. But that's a bit longer term story. Currently, we're watching mostly for reaction on the market on this resistance on the dollar index and support on euro currency. So on the 4-time frame chart, we have another ABCD pattern with approximately the same OP target, it's 1860. Mostly stands in the same area. What we could get from here, you could see that the CD leg actually stands as a good thrusting action. Since market is oversold, on a daily, it might happen that some minor pullback here comes in the beginning of the week before market proceed right to the OP. So if this really will happen, we could also keep an eye for a scalp trade. For instance, any pullback here, especially if it will accompanied with the MACD predictor here, forming the bearish grabber, that could be the bread and butter sell. Somewhere around 1990, 1980 area, retesting of these lows maybe. This minor pullback here could form the bread and butter sell, and that will be a great chance for taking position for another 100 pips to the target, to the OP. That's another setup that we could keep an eye on. So here's what we have on the euro currency. In general, the coming 2-3 weeks will be exceptionally interesting, not only for the euro, but for all markets, for the Forex market, for the stocks market, I suppose, and bond market as well. So it will be very interesting. And let's hope that we will get lots of trading stops as well here.